Okay, you're welcome. Let me quickly show you the demo of the hospital management system. It's easy to use, and then there's no complex setup or any complex learning curve. Let's get started. From the dashboard, you can easily see how your clinic is faring. This management software can be used by any kind of medical center, an hospital, a clinic, a dental clinic, or whatsoever. So from the dashboard, you can see the number of patients you have, the number of appointments, the number of doctors, and then the number of representatives or any of your staff that you assigned for this kind of role. So you can easily see those figures from the dashboard. So let's go on. The first thing I'll talk about is the department, because an hospital or a clinic, we have different departments. Like you can check a department list, maybe deputy, dermatologist, whatever, and then you can delete anyone you like from here, and then you can also edit anyone you like from there. Put the details there, and then if it's active or not, and you see. Another thing is that you can also add another department to the list, the name and the description. So let's move on from there. Let's go to the doctors tab. So you can fill your doctors list, and then you can check each doctor, their details, and then you can also add another doctor. Also, you can even edit the details of any doctor, like from here. So the name, the last name, the designation, the department, and the pictures, and then other information that you want to, if the doctor is active or not, probably the doctor is on leave or not. So patients, this probably the most important section of the software of the system. You can add patient, the name, the email address, the password, because you can your patient should be able to log into the system to log their own information and some other things like that. Maybe to make payment out to the mobile phone, the pictures, and then if they're active or not. So patient list, the list of those in your hospital. You can check their blood group, their action. You can fill them with their edit. You can add other details, or you can assign them to a care manager. Add document. So you can add document, maybe a test result or any result from anywhere, or a document for each patient. You can upload this file, choose the file, select an option, and then the description, and then you click on send. So another thing, the document list, the list of documents that you have for each patient will be listed here. So let's move down from there to schedule. So you can add schedule, probably someone book an appointment. So the doctor name that you are assigning the appointment to, the available days, the days that the doctor is available, and the day you want to choose, available time, you choose the time, hour, minute, second, per patient time, put the time there too, the serial feasibility, and status, which is active or not. So you can check your schedule list, check the schedule that you already have, the appointments that you have booked. Now let's go to appointment. So you can see add appointment list. These are the appointments that you have. You can check them active or not active. You can check appointment based on the name of the doctor, assigned by doctor. So prescription, add patient case study, patient case study list, prescription list. So this will help you to have an overview of the prescription, the case studies, and then the list, the case study, the prescription of whatever you have given to any patient. So once you see the appointment ID, the patient ID, the doctor in charge, the visiting fee, if you're charging for that, the date, and then you can also fill it, each and every one of them, so that you know particular person came in at a particular time, and this is the prescription for the person, and this is the doctor in charge that attend to the person, and this is the report and other information like that. So you can see this from here. So let's move down from there. Account manager. So you may want to add account list, account invoice, add invoice. Like you're adding an invoice, like payment. You're adding an invoice for a payment. So patient ID, invoice, full name, address. So like you can add the items for the person from here, and then you save. So you go from invoice list. So this will show you all the invoices that you have generated in the hospital, in the clinic, and then you can also add invoice from here. So once the software is installed for your hospital, for your clinic, many of the areas there will be open for editing. So account list, you can check account list, account name, description, type, debit or thereabout. This has to do with payment, billing. So invoice list, payment list, report. Will show you the reports of your of any account of any invoice or thereabout. So insurance, depending on the type of hospital that you are running. So add insurance list, insurance name, service tax, discount, remark, insurance number, and other information. So add limit approval. Let's go under billing. So add a service, you know, the kind of service that you render in your hospital, the service list. Let's check this. So these are the, just regular health, this is nursing service and thereabouts. So you just name them. So all this one I just named as demo. So add service, put the name of the service that you're rendering and the description, the quantity, each and every one, maybe per session. It can be maybe blood testing or DNA testing thereabout, and then you put maybe one, and you put the amount, and maybe it's active or not. So if it's inactive, it will not show. That means you are not offering that kind of service at that particular time, or the service is not available. So you can add package. So service name, the quantity, the amount. So you can add another service. So when you have different services that you render, probably if you're having like a maternity center, assuming you're running a maternity center, you have different kind of services that you render to pregnant women until they give birth. So you can group all those services together under a package, and then you give a price to the package. So you put the discount, and then you save them. So patient admission list. So these are all the admissions that you have taken. The name of the doctor that attends to them, the discharge date, when the person left your hospital, the admission date, the patient ID, insurance name, policy number, agent's name, and even information like that. So you can also add another admission. This one is just coming to your hospital, to your clinic. You have to book the admission from here. So instead of doing all those paperwork manually, you don't need to go through all those manual stress and then doing all those pen and paper issue. So all your information will be saved on the system. You can access them in 20-30 years. So you have a complete overview of your hospital, of your clinic, and you know what is going on, what is working and what is not working, the number of people that you have, how much people owe you, the revenue, the expenses, and all that. You'll be able to check your revenue, your expenses, how much you have made, and other information like that. So you can also other bill. You can add bill for a patient. So the admission date, the discharge date. So if the person is leaving, so you put the bill for the person, payment method, select the payment method, maybe cash or card or thereabout, receipt number, and then you add the bill to the patient. So human resources management. You can add your employee accountant list, those are working with your laboratories, nurse, pharmacist, receptionist, representative, and case manager. So these are the type of employees that works in a typical hospital. So you can add another employee if someone is joining you. So you put the user role here, you choose. The system should have only one admin or two, but you can have multiple doctors and multiple accountants and thereabout. So you put the name, the picture of the person, so that, and then this will allow the person to log in to the system to do his own works and perform his own roles according to the role you schedule for the person, you assign to the person rather. So this bed manager, if you are admitting people, you can add bed list, bed assign, you can patient ID, select option, bed type, assign date. So this one is also self-explanatory. Notice board, you may want to give a notification like the way you have notice board in your hospital, in your clinic. So you have the notice board there, add a notice. So all of your staff will be able to see this and know what is going on at a particular time. So notice list, case manager, add patient list, hospital activities, add birth report, add death report, operation report. Let's check this out. Patient ID, the date of the operation, the title of the operation, description, and they select the doctor's name. So this will help you collect all reports about your hospital. So all other reports are there. Medicine category list, add medicine category. Like okay, let's do this. Medicine category, like your pharmacy. You have different kind of medicine. You can put name, maybe for malaria, or doctors. You have your time on the pharmacist, so you put the details there. So if you want to add medicine, you'll be able to choose a particular category of medicine. So this will help you to allocate each medicine to each category, and for you to know the number of medicine and the kind of medicine you have in your hospital. So you have different medicine and then different medicine category. So this has been explained as well. So let's go to settings. This is for the admin. You can make settings to your software here. Also SMS, SMS gateway, and that information like that. Okay, let's go here. These messages, you can actually send message to any of your staff directly. Send to maybe your staff, your patient, and whatever, and the subject of the email message and the content of the message, and you save it. So it's going to be, you send it from here. These are those ones that you have sent. Send message will be there, and then check inbox. So message that have been sent to you will be inside of there. So email, you can send email to from here as well. And you can also send SMS, maybe as notification to a client, to a patient, or to other people. SMS schedule, send custom SMS, mobile number, name, and then the template of the SMS that you want to send. So that's that about that. Let me recapitulate in a minute all what we have discussed. So you can see the dashboard, which will give you an overview of the patient, staffs, and other information about your clinic, about your hospital, and different departments that you have, your doctors, your patients, your schedules, appointments, prescriptions, account manager, payment, billing, and invoices, human resources, bed manager, notice board, case manager, your hospital activities and reports, your settings, SMS, messages, mail. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. This will be installed for you in within a couple of hours, and then you'll be trained, and your staff will be trained on how to use this software effectively. Thank you so much.